Hello everyone. So we're working on my 1990 Kenworth T600 855 big cam. We're doing a dual fuel feed line on this truck. So what I've done so far is I took the fan off. See the fan there. Basically, you just loosen the nut. It sits right here. You can see right there where it contacts that. You loosen that. You loosen these 3 bolts. You pull the fan over, pull your 2 belts off the accessory drive here, and then you continue removing those 3 bolts in that fan right there. And then there's this fan mount plate up here. If I can get it without dropping it. There's a bolt here, a bolt here, and a bolt in the top. 2 bolts in the top there. So, then you remove it, and then right there, you see the 2 plugs, and you see the one that I've got my bit in. That's a 3/16 hex drive, hex bit, Allen key, whatever you want to call it. You want the one towards the passenger side. It's a little bit lower on the front head. Take it out, and then there's a fitting that you put in it, which I forgot to grab from the house, but I will go get that, and then we're going to bend a line, come over through here, and then down the side of the head there, underneath the intake, behind the air governor, and over, oh, my camera just shifted on me here, and over to this line right here that comes out of the top of the pump on the kill solenoid right there, the fuel shutoff solenoid. And then we're going to split into that line right there. It's going to be a little bit of a trick since it curves like that, but we'll get it figured out. This line runs back to the back head, where it feeds the back head for the single fuel feed. Where am I at here? There we go. So that's the line that we'll be going after, and we're going to tee into that line with a block, and we're going to run it up here and into that port right there. So I will be back with you when I get a little further on, because the rest of this is going to be super boring. Okay, so we made a little bit of progress so far. So what I wound up having to go do is I bought a little piece of 8-inch stub pipe and cut it down, and this length was 2.5 inches. I have this little block on top of here. Yours might be different, but mine was 2.5 inches end to end. You can see it's kind of tight quarters in here, up into the T-block here. So this pipe was 2.5 inches up into the T-block. This is the existing fuel line for the rear. I had to straighten it out, fight with it, argue, negotiate, but I did get it on there. There's a clamp right there, holds that, and then there is a clamp like this that goes in between these 2 lines here. And then there is a clamp back here, which is shaped like that. Got a bolt in it there. So I have the rear feed hooked up now. And there's the block that I got, 5/16. It's all secured. That's tight, that's tight, that's tight. So now we start running the feed line for the front head. Now there is a little bubble in the head there where the head bolt goes through. Right there, you can see I'm going to have to bend around that. It is a little bit tight, but I think I've got enough clearance in there to get over to it. So And when I get that all in, I will come back again. Alright, everybody, got it all put back together. So there's my stub pipe coming up to my T. And I got the original line running back right there, behind this one actually. It's like directly behind it. Running back, I never messed with that. I didn't take it loose from the back of the head. I just put my T-block in. You can see down there, right there. And then ran a new piece of 5/16 brake line, steel. Bent it, kind of kinked it a little bit there. You want to be careful about that. I don't think that's going to affect the flow too badly.